If you're planning to create your first Visual Studio desktop application, then this video is for you. In this video, you will create a 100% working calculator with step-by-step explanation. Subscribe NeuroCode. Let's get started. First of all, we will click on Create a New Project, and there we will select Windows Forms app with .NET Windows Forms. And then we will click on Next. In the project name, we will write the name of our project or the app, which will be calculator. In the location, you can select the path of the project. Next. At the end, we will click Create. That's it. That's how our project will be created. It is loading. It will take some seconds. And boom, that's it. That's our basic Windows Forms. We can run it and it will actually work. Look, we can even change its size. Now let's start creating our calculator. I assume that you're a beginner in programming, so I will make it totally beginner friendly with no complexity. I will explain each and everything. It will be a long video, but you will be able to create calculator and similar project after watching this video. Let's get started. Let's understand the Visual Studio first of all. On the left side, there is toolbox. In the toolbox, you can find stuff like buttons, checkbox, text fields, or labels, like all type of things which you will use in the Windows Forms, they will be found here. And on the right side, you will find the properties and the events. You will mostly deal with both of these, properties and events. In the properties, for example, we can change things like, this is a form, right? So we can change its color. For example, we will select its back color and we can choose it to any color. Look, it just changed its color. Means that using properties, we can deal with basic stuff of the elements. It means that using properties, we can modify the stuff like, for example, back color or text, or even like the font, the size of font, the size, etc. Now let's go towards the calculator. It will be basic calculator. Let's make it this way. Let's change the name of the form. First of all, we will write calculator. And in the text also, we will write calculator. Now you will be confused that when we change the name here, it did not update the text of calculator. But when we updated the text field, and then it updated here also. So I will tell you two things. The name, which is of any element, it is used to access in the backend. Means that while writing the code of the calculator, we can access using this name. It's like a variable name, okay? And the text here, it's like what the user will see. It means what I will see when I will run this app. Look, this calculator appearing here, right? This is what I'm seeing. For example, I can even change its name. Look, XYZ. It will not have any effect on the text which will appear for me. It will still remain the same, as you can see. Now let's write the calculator back. Alright, now let's imagine the calculator. How does it look like? For example, if we search here calculator, this is scientific, but we want the standard one. In this calculator, you can see that at the top, there is a text field where you can write the numbers, the digits. and the operations as well. That's exactly how we will create our calculator. At the top, we will create a text field, and at the bottom, we will create the buttons for digits. Alright, first of all, you have to select toolbox. By the way, you can also pin it here this way. And in the toolbox, we can search text box. That's it. It's seeming pretty small, so we can increase its font. We will go here and we will select, let's say that 14. Yep, that's fine now. In this area, what we write will be appearing. Now let's go back and let's add some buttons. For example, we will add this button. Let's suppose that this button will be for the digit 7. If we click on run, the form will appear this way. And here, when we click on 7, then 7 will be written at this part. Focus on this, that like when we add the digits now, the buttons, each button will be acting as a digit. So when we click on that button, then 7 will be written here. Don't worry about how. We will just create the front end first. We will create the structure of the calculator first, and then we will work on its implementation. Now let's copy this 7 and we can copy paste this. Look, it's looking pretty beautiful now, but all the digits are 7. So we have to change that. We will go here and we will write 0 in its text. And then we will write 1 in its text. And then we will write 2 in its text. Same way we will write 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is already written, so 8 and 9. That's it. Here we will add the point. Here we can add the equal sign. It's looking pretty fine now. Now we have to add the operations. Let's take 4 more buttons. And we will change their view, like how they are appearing. We will increase them little this way. It will be for plus, minus, and multiply, divide. We should remove some more space so that we can increase the equals button. Yep, it's looking pretty fine now. We can increase the length of the equals button. Here we will write the operations, that plus, minus, multiply, and divide. So that's it. That's our calculator. By the way, it is not working, so don't abuse me in the comments. It's just this way, the structure of it. It's not performing any operation when we are clicking on it, but it's looking beautiful. Now let's go towards the implementation part. But before that, we will change the names of these buttons. While working with Windows forms in Visual Studio, it is a good practice to name the element Like for example, it's a button, then we will write btn underscore 0. Similar way, it's button for 1, then we will write btn underscore 1. For example, this is for point, we will write btn underscore point or period, whatever. This one is for equals, we will write button equals. This is for plus, we will write button plus. We don't need these names for operations and digits for now, but I'm just telling you the good practice. We will use it in the future. So don't worry, it's so important. Now, there is no need to name these digits because we will use a shortcut method using which we will be able to write it here. Now our text box is left. We will name it also. So this is text box. Instead of writing btn, we will write txt display because this will be used to display the text, right? So we will name it this way. Let's run it. It will be just same, no difference, because we are updating the name, which will be appearing in the backend. Let's close. As a programmer, we know that there are functions in programming. And the same way, there are functions in Visual Studio as well, but they are called events. And how to access them? We will just select the element, and then you see this icon, and it's written events. We will click on that, and there are many events which are by default. We can select them. Like for example, if we drag over the element, then what should happen? Or for example, if we click on it, the most commonly used event or function. Like for example, if I click on 9, then what should happen? And as we know that we are creating a calculator, and in it we want that when we click on any digit, whether it's 0 or 5 or even 9, when we click on these digits, it should appear here in the display section. Therefore, we will select all of these digits and the point also, because we also want to display it here. We will select all of these, and then we will come to events. This is events, and here we will write the click event. We will write button digit click, and then we will click enter, and boom, here is our event or function, whatever you call it. It's so easy. We will look at how it's working. As we know that we want to display these digits here. So what we will do is that, first of all, we will create a button underscore btn is equal to sender as button, because this is our object and we will typecast it and convert it into a button. Don't be confused about this because it's little complicated. Just ignore it for now and know that we will use it. After that, what we will do is that we will write txt display.text plus equals to btn.text. Now let's run it. We will write 8.175.125. It's working. It's literally perfect on the first try. But the operations are not working right now. We will make them work also. But first, there is one more confusion. We want these digits to appear on the right side here, but they're appearing on the left side. First of all, let's fix this. We will select the text box, and here you can see the option right to left. We will make it yes. Now let's run. See, now it's working from right to left. We are fine about that. But there is one more problem, that user can type any word on the keyboard and this problem can cause us errors. So how to fix it? It's easy. We will use the property once again. We will select this text box and then we will select the read only. True. That's it. Now we will click on run, and here I am trying to type, but it is not typing anything. But when I click on the button, it's writing. Now let's close it. Something just came into my mind that there should be a button for clear also. That when we click that button, all the text here should disappear, right? So let's create it also. We will write its text as C for clear. And in its name, we will change it to button clear. Alright, now there is another way of adding the on-click event. As we know that one way is that first of all we will go to events and then here we will write the name, right? But there is an easiest way to create an on-click event of an element, which is that we will double click on this button. That's it. That's our clear function created. Now we want it to remove the text on the screen. We will do simply that txt display.clear. Now let's run it. We are writing digits, and once we click on clear, it will make it disappear. It's easy. Let's recap what we have done so far. We have created a form at the top of which there is a text box, and at the bottom there are the buttons. Some of these buttons are digits which will be clicked by the user, and the remaining are some operations as well as clear and equals button. But before moving further, we have to understand that how we will make our calculator work. Let's say that the user has just opened the calculator and then it will add a number, for example, 51. Now, what should happen is that when the user should click on any operator, like plus, minus, multiply, or divide, what we want is that we want to store this 51 in a variable. Means that 51 will be stored in a variable called number 1, for example, num1. And then when we click on the plus button, then it should empty this text here. It should become like clear, like all the text will be removed, and then we will enter the second number, for example 52. The first number will be 51, which will be stored in num1 variable, and then we will click on any operator, and after that we will write the second number, which will be stored in num2 variable. And when we click on equals button, then it will display the answer at the top. So I hope you got it. Now let's implement it. We will go to the form1.cs, and here we will declare variables. Private, double, operator 1, or for example, num1, num2. You can write operator also or number 1 also. That's all up to you. And for the second one, we have to store the operation which the user have to perform, the operators. We will create a character type of variable for that. Private character operator. That's it. And in the constructor, we will write num1 is equal to num2 is equal to 0.0. Operator is equal to \0. That's it. As we have discussed that when the user will click on any of these 4 buttons, then it will store the value in the number 1 variable, right? So we will select these 4 and then we will click on events. Here we will go on click event. We will write button, operator, click. And here we have got the operators. So it's simple. What we will do here is that underscore num1 is equal to txt underscore display dot, it is showing text. So we will write that. The text which will be coming from here will not be of double. So we will typecast. We will write convert dot to, here you can get double. That's it. After that, we will store the operator. So we will write operator is equal to convert dot to character, and then we will store the text of these 4 buttons. That if the user has clicked the minus, then it should store minus in this character variable. So for that, we will again write button btn is equal to standard as button, and here underscore btn dot text. And after that, we will do is that txt display dot clear, because we want to remove the text on the screen. Now let's see if it's working. 8, 5. Let's say that I click on multiply. Wow, it disappeared. Means that it's working. That's it for now. At the end, we will implement the equals button. We will double click on it. And here we have to do multiple things. Let's understand. First of all, in the number 2 variable, the numbers, the decimal point numbers will be stored. After that, it will check the operator, whether it's plus, minus, multiply, or divide. And we will use the switch case statement for that. And in the switch case, we will perform the operations, and at the end, we will show the result in this text box. Don't be confused, we will understand it. First of all, we will create a double answer variable. And after that, we will store the digits written here in the num2 variable. Num2 is equal to convert to double txt display dot text. That's it. At the third point, what we have to do is that we will use a switch case statement to understand which operation the user has clicked. Operator, because we have stored the operation in the operator variable. As we know that we have 4 cases, whether it will be plus, minus, multiply, or divide. There is no 5th case. So first case will be case positive. In that, answer is equal to num1 plus num2. As you know, like we do it normally. Break. After that, it will be case minus answer is equal to num1 minus num2. Break once again. Case x for multiply. Answer is equal to num1 multiply num2. And break once again. And our last case will be of divide. Answer is equal to num1 divided by num2. Break once again. So that's our switch case statement. And at the end, we want to display the answer in the textbox. At the top, we will write txt display.text is equal to convert to string. In it, we will pass the answer variable. That's it. That's how our calculator will work. Now let's hope that there is no error. Is F5. Now it's the time to test. Let's write 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10. It's working. Now there is 10 already as number 1. So we will multiply it with 0.2. It should give answer of 2. Let's multiply by 0.44. It's giving the answer in the points as well. Now let's clear it. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Divided by 3. 6 plus 2.1. 8.1 means that our calculator is working 100%. That's so great. Means that we have finally created our calculator. This is something that ChatGPT cannot help you in. You have to write these codes yourself. Good luck for your programming journey. I wish you best of luck. Make sure to subscribe NeuroCode because there is gonna be a lot of programs, projects, even games on Visual Studio. Just in short, you'll be able to create desktop applications peacefully and so well. Good luck, subscribe NeuroCode, and see you in the next video.